It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It's a short completion to the big tight end. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Game set. Here's second down. Close to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. So the call on the defense declined, of course, and the touchdown will stand. Kicking team on now for the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He finds some space. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Now here's the toss play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking downfield. It's Nelson. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
He's brought down, but a good effort. Something of that return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Grab down the middle, it's Watkins. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for his big tight end. That one's picked off. What a play. Now he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, anytime you see a defense sit back in cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
He's going to take off. It's a fumble. Able to make the recovery and avoid a crushing turnover.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to pass. It's Nelson. Running out of time in the pocket. Swarmed with a pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught in the backfield. It's Tatum. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch.
Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quick throw, the catch is made. And the Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers on the field, so let's see about the call. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. The Sooners trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Oklahoma, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Over the middle. It's Watkins. Stop out of the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably...
Who's in the clear? Past the 20. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which to hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Going absolutely nowhere after a loss on the play.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, barely near the goal line.
Hey, Chris, let's give credit to this defense. Forced into the red zone, backs against the goal line, but they're fighting and breaking up what they can.
Third down and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Running back grabs it on the screen. He gets in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll take a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. And the Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's a wide receiver screen. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
It's reeled in. It's Thomas. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Looks like LSU has the 1st down.
I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's play action. He's looking deep here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And it's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down. 1st down here for this offense. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
The sure hands. It's Durham. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That's caught. It's Watkins. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the 1st down. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. We'll give it to the running back. Clean through the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking downfield. It's Nelson. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, he fumbles. Oh, fortunate to make the recovery himself.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover it.
The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? It's a run to the left. He's got room to run. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Heading left after the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Point after, not right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
With the catch, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Fires it to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. And here he goes. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back. It's Nelson. Bringing pressure. Now down he goes. It's a sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
He's running out of time here. Trapped again in the pocket. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. Fighting them off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
A completion sets up a second down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to throw. It's Nelson. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Movement at the second level of defense now. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To the air. It's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this route? QB keeper all the way. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. They'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. and he uses his legs to pick it up.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver to throw. It's Nelson. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense. 1st and goal from the 10. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. The pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Quarterback still with the football. And we're able to get him down.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pressure is coming. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, Sooners. This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. That LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? The sure hands. It's Durham. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down in the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. We kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Lagway. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw over the middle. Wide open downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Touchdown, LSU! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And he's hauled in way downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Motion now from the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. The shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. Design quarterback run. Football's loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
Now, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Pounding away with the run game. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory?
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Playoff game's coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Since looking for the end zone, has a lane. No stopping on that one. Touchdown, LSU.
What a huge score here by this offense late in the game. This touchdown makes it a 2-possession game with under a minute to go.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Tatum. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And the wideout goes in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for a late deep shot. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.